Welcome, seekers, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will answer the question: do you have a twin flame? And will you find your twin flame in this lifetime? Now, there are many misconceptions with twin flames, and we're going to talk a little bit about that now. Before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Anna Robertson. She is a very powerful healer, medium, tarot reader. I am going to include a link to her channel in the description for you seekers to visit and subscribe to. You will not be disappointed with Anna Robertson. She is truly phenomenal. So look in the description for a link to her channel so that you guys can support her. All right, so let's talk a little bit about twin flames. There is so many different ideas surrounding twin flames that it kind of makes your head explode. Some people confuse twin flames for soulmates. Some people think it's the same thing. Some people think that it's a more extreme version of a soulmate. So there's just so many things that people believe about twin flames. So let's talk about this first. So a twin flame is someone who essentially it's you, right? It's a piece of your soul within another body. And so there was a soul contract in place before you came. This is a decision that you made with your soul team, with your guides, and essentially this twin flame is supposed to show up in your life when you need a boost, when you need to come to the realization about something, when you need to be activated, or when something dynamic is about to take place in your life. It's almost like this person is here to flip a switch, right? And the reason why is because this is you. So all of their faults, all of their victories are yours. And so you're kind of living the same experience. You feel the same way. Everything is but everything is pretty much identical. It's just obviously, the physical traits that aren't, but everything else internally, soul-wise, is identical. So twin flames aren't always romantic, right? There's this thinking that twin flames, that's just, it's romance. You come together, you get married, and that's that. No, twin flames typically, they're here to change your perception, to illuminate you, to help you, for you to be able to just boom, change completely in a very dynamic kind of way. Now, that's not to say that some twin flames don't decide that, yes, hey, look, I really enjoy being around you. I want to share this life with you. That does happen, but it's not really the intention. It's not really what twin flames are for. I hope I explained that good. I hope I did that some justice. So anyways, let's go ahead and start with this very important reading about twin flames. Do you have a twin flame, and will you find your twin flame in this lifetime? Because sometimes, you're not really supposed to find them. That's another thing that we'll talk about later. But anyways, in front of you, seekers, you have 3 doors. All right, so I want you to take a moment to select the door that calls to you the most. This is door number 1. Let's get a close-up of this door. All right, so that's number 1. This is door number 2. And this is door number 3. So take a moment to select the door that calls to you the most, the door that it's inviting you to just open. It's inviting you for you to just go in. Take a moment, select that door. I am going to include the timestamps in the description below. Welcome, group number 1. All right, you picked a very beautiful door. A lot of greenery here in this door. Beautiful, beautiful door. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you seekers to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and hit the notification bell, just so that you can be up to date with my latest uploads. Okay, so do that now. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's behind this door. Begin here, do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours, begin now here. Okay, interesting. And then this is a card from the Gratitude Oracle. So let me show you guys the box. Gratitude Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield, and the message is vacation. Oh boy, vacation, all I ever wanted. Beautiful. So that's the theme. Number 44, that's a master number, the number of the healer. Interesting. All right, so I'm not going to reveal anything just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some a Lover's Oracle, 2 Lover's Oracle cards first. We're gonna let these Oracle cards speak, and we're gonna throw some tarot. All right, first one, only time will tell. Okay, all right. And then a second one. By the way, this is the box of the Lover's Oracle that we are using here. Second one is emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Interesting. Okay. So, by looking at these cards and really taking a moment, I feel that you, group number 1, you are on a twin flame journey. Okay, and you are going to meet this person, which is you, in the moment when you need to begin something new. In the moment when something in your life needs to shift, it's almost like this person is going to teach you how to be patient. You know, I think that one of the things that you are struggling with in this lifetime is being patient and seeing projects through. It's almost like there's anxiety, there's this energy of just not being able to fully let go, release, control. It's like you need to have control over it. You need to know what's going to happen. You need to know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And so one of the biggest things is for you to, in some ways, release control, let things go, accept certain outcomes, accept that it's about the journey and not the destination. And that's very difficult for you to do, group number 1. And so your twin flame, which I feel that you are on a twin flame journey, and this person is going to show up in order for you to understand this, right? This is the lesson that they're coming here to show you. They're going to show up when you least expect it, and they're going to take you on this adventure, and this adventure is going to be an emotional adventure. This is definitely going to be something that will leave you very different. You know, you're going to be transformed by this experience. This person is just going to, in some ways, alter your understanding of what it is to be alive, to be present, to be here, to be balanced, to be happy, to feel joy, to let go of the expectation that things need to be a certain way and work out a certain way. So interesting, you know, this is what this person is going to come to show you. There's, for some of you, you know, I'm seeing like this kind of cloud, right? This cloud over you. It's clouding your vision, and it's very difficult for you to be able to see further ahead. It's like a fog, and the fog right now for you is thick. Okay, it's very thick. You're having trouble seeing, and you want to see. You want to understand what's coming. How is all this going to shape out? How are the decisions that I'm making now going to alter my future? Am I doing the right thing? I feel that a lot of you have this thinking, this kind of process, right, that you're going through. And so this twin flame of yours is here to essentially just ignite you, to take you forward, to show you exactly what's in front of you, to show you just how you are in some ways lacking, but also in other ways winning and being successful. You know, this twin flame is going to really ignite you and just show you exactly what's right in front of you, what's missing, right? And the fact that we've got the number 44, that's a big one right there. The fact that we've got the number 44 is talking about the master healer. That's a master number, and that number is it's the number of the master healer. So there is a lot of healing that's going to take place when you come face to face with this twin flame of yours. All right. So you will find this twin flame. You might be asking the question, when is this going to take place? And we literally have an answer here. Only time will tell. So it's almost like, okay, how long is it going to take you? It's almost like if Spirit is saying, listen, you have free will, right? It really depends on you. It depends on what you need. It depends on the energies that you're currently vibrating under. It depends on the decisions that you're making right here and now that only you can make. No one can make these decisions for you. Only you can make these decisions. So only time will tell. And the what's clear with this card, with these cards, is that when this person, this twin flame of yours, presents themselves to you, is because you are in complete transformation mode. It's like something needs to awaken inside of you. A fire needs to be lit. And so it's almost like you are going to, in some ways, ascend to something new, a new reality, a new mental space, a new emotional state. These are things that are in some ways important for you to go through, because if not, then you will not be able to fulfill your purpose here on this planet. So it's important for you to go through these things. And if you deviate, right? If you choose, let's just say doors. If you go through a door that might lead you away from that path, then all you're going to do is you're going to attract this twin flame to you even quicker. This twin flame is almost like your physical guardian on this earth. When you come face to face with your twin flame, is to go through a correction, right? You were deviating, you meet your twin flame, now you're going to start walking in your path, in your purpose. You are going to align yourself with why you are here, right? So this is truly, truly powerful. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. Try and get a little more understanding about this twin flame. Let's see if there's any other lessons that this twin flame is going to provide you with, now that we know that you actually are on a twin flame journey. And it's interesting, because this twin flame will only present themselves to you if you deviate from your plan. This is what makes this reading interesting. Sometimes, twin flames, there's this thinking that they're going to show themselves. If you have a twin flame on this planet, the thinking is that you're always going to meet them. And that's not the case. Sometimes you want to, your soul wants to learn something else. So you have your twin flame here, you have a piece of your soul inside someone else, and they're living a completely different life with different emotions, different experiences, different, events going on. Because you want to grow more, you want to expand more, you want to gain more experience. So that's the reason. But it's not necessarily written in stone that you two are going to meet. But here, it's almost like if this person is going to meet with you only if you are on the wrong path, only if you deviate from where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. And I find that extremely interesting. That is all. That's this person is like a failsafe, in other words, which is, my goodness, this is, your twin flame is like the ace that's here to just hit reset, right, on the Nintendo unit. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. Let's see what lessons you're going to learn from this person if they do present themselves to you. Let's see. Spirit, help us out here. What do we have? Who is this? What's going to happen? All right, yeah. These lessons are tough. These lessons are in many ways, mind altering. Like this soulmate, not soulmate, sorry. This twin flame of yours is here to teach you the tough lessons, to show you. Remember, this person is you. So it's a complete reflection of you. So you've got here the Devil upright, you've got the Magician reversed, you've got the Four of Wands, and you've got the Ten of Wands. So this twin flame will present themselves to you when you are navigating through life in a very almost ensnared state, and you don't even realize it. So many times this earth offers many pleasures, right? This earth offers many delicacies, and many times those things are very ensnaring. It's like the kid that eats way too much candy, right? Then as an adult, unfortunately, they have trouble with their health, right? It's just an example. There's literally hundreds of examples that we can utilize, but you understand, excess is bad. And so, sometimes we, in some ways, we tap into this devil energy, and it ensnares us, and it keeps us in a certain place, tied up. It keeps us from being able to tap into the energy inside of us that says, I am going to manifest greatness and glory, right? Just like the magician wants to manifest greatness. The magician has the will, the want, the desires. The magician says, Spirit, I know you're there. I'm connecting to you. Let's bring greatness into this planet, right? Let's lead this, let's go ahead and reach a new plane. Let's create something new. This is the alchemist kind of energy with the magician. And so the fact that it's reversed tells me that these kind of ensnarements here, or just this bondage that you might yourself willingly put yourself under with the pleasures of this world, might leave you feeling depleted. And it might essentially take away from your ability to manifest greatness, to manifest glory for yourself. And it, in many ways, what that'll do is that it will exhaust you physically, it will exhaust you mentally, it will exhaust you in so many ways that your whole life will suffer, right? So this twin flame is going to present themselves to you when you have reached a point of no return. When you have, in many ways, just gone to the extreme and reached a place that is unhealthy and unfit for you to be able to move towards what's next. This is when your twin flame will present themselves to you. Your twin flame is here to hit the reset button on your life, show you what could be, show you what isn't, and show you what ought to be. And so in many ways, that's going to inspire you. That's going to move you forward. That's going to bring you into the Four of Wands, which is, in many ways, it's almost like an energy of we're starting over, an energy of we're building a home again. We're building the structures that need to be built in order to have a prosperous future. And so, that's what this twin flame is going to offer you as soon as they come into your life. The Ten of Wands, again, very exhausting kind of energy, right? Ten of Wands energy is exhausting. We have here the symbolism of a person that's just turning the wheels of time, and that's difficult, and it's hard to just constantly be doing the same thing, turning that wheel. It can get exhausting. And so, it's almost like what you're being told with that card is that life can get pretty exhausting, and things can fall apart if you're not careful. So, it's like sometimes in life we fight against what needs to happen, and we look for the easy way out, and sometimes that easy way out really just ensnares us, keeps us in that place, keeps us from being able to move forward and see things differently. So, in many ways, I feel that for some of you, it's also about seeing the darkness in life and not being able to let go. It's also, for some of you, it's resentment. It's like some of you are very upset at life. Maybe you think life is unfair. Maybe you think that things are just not as they should be. So there's just so many different types of emotions, so many different thoughts and patterns that are going to be exposed to you when you come face to face with this twin flame. It's impossible for you to remain the same once you're face to face with this twin flame of yours. It's impossible. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw an oracle card. Let's see what the oracle card reveals. We're going to do a Whispers of Love oracle. And we're going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm just going to throw one card. Guess that's the card. All right, look at this. So we've got here, get to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love. That is very interesting, okay? And you have the number 44 again, and that is very interesting, very, very interesting. So, you have essentially here an illustration of Poseidon and his wife. So this is really beautiful. All right, remember what I told you at the beginning, right? Twin flames aren't necessarily romantic, but sometimes The connection is so powerful. It's like you want them in your life because you go through such a big transformation, and it's because of them. And so there's always sometimes there can be a bit of a magnetic presence, and so you end up marrying this person, right? Now, I feel that the message here is twofold. The fact that you've got 44 and 44, 4444, this is a very powerful indication that this person is here to heal you. Your twin flame will heal you from whatever you are going through. And for some of you, it's the fact that you are upset with people. You have trouble forgiving people. You hold on to things, all right? You are resentful. You are someone that's very reactionary. You attack, right? Sometimes that's for some of you, not all of you. But this is what your twin flame is going to show you, that part of you, and how that's hindering you, how that's keeping you in this magician reverse kind of energy, unable to manifest glory and greatness in your life because you're holding on to that resentment, and it's making your emotions cloudy. It's making that fog around you thicker. You are unable to see clearly because these things are clouding your vision. They're clouding your judgment. So you are in many ways going to receive that healing from your twin flame, but also for, I feel, a very small minority of you. I feel that there might be a little romance there, okay, with your twin flame. There might be some romance there. Not all of you, just some of you. But there is definitely going to be that spark, that wanting to be around them, that desire to grow together, right? So we've got some symbolism here that kind of proves that. In the vacation card, you've got a couple, and this couple's going literally on vacation and enjoying themselves, going through the different things that life has to offer, right? And then now here we have it again. We have again, the symbolism of two people coming together, and again the same thing. They're on a boat, both of them are on a boat, and they're both just alone, getting to know each other. And that boat symbolism is so important because it's like, it's almost like if you two are going to become one, right? It's like when you two meet, you're going to become one. It's like the two pieces of the souls are going to come together and literally become one. And so for some of you, there is a strong purpose where you two work together to accomplish this purpose, and this person stays in your life. So that's very interesting. That's for some of you. But, don't lose sight of what I'm seeing here. 44, 44, two 44s. This is the number of the master healer. So there's going to be an incredible amount of healing that's going to take place when you meet this soulmate of yours. That is the essential foundation of this twin flame relationship, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and throw an elemental oracle. Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw a sacred forest. Why not? I'm going to throw a sacred forest card. All right, this is one of the newer decks by Dennis Lin. And we're just going to see what the sacred forest has to tell us about this connection, about this relationship here. Growth. Yes, you see? Do you see? Growth. Are you... Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this? Are you people seeing this? You got 44 again. Are you kidding me? I am not doing this on purpose, people. I'm telling you, I'm not doing this on purpose. You got 44 again. All right. in a completely different oracle deck. Let me show you. I mean, this is amazing. 44 there. You got 44 right here. And then you got 44 right here. All right. That is powerful stuff, my seekers. That is very powerful stuff. You have a very strong synchronicity here. All right, this is truly dynamic. The presence of spirit is here. Woo! This is truly phenomenal. Okay, so growth. That is what your twin flame is here to essentially be. They're here to provide you with growth in many areas of your life, but most importantly in the area where you need healing. It's like you need to understand certain lessons. You need to learn something new. You need to, in some ways, expand and evolve and change from where you are right now. When that need is very much when that need is essentially not met, this is when this person is going to come. When you need to change, when you need to go through that transformative energy. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some mini cards just to see what we get. We're gonna throw a Starseed mini. Let's see what we get here. This is so interesting. All right, Blue Star. All right, so advice for you, group number 1, Blue Star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Okay, follow that. Follow that. We're gonna throw just one more. Just one more. And the final message is vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Wow. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. So soul and soul, we're talking about twin flames. It's literally a piece of your soul. Wow. The synchronicities in this reading, it's pretty spot on. So follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul, and have vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. All right. Power is yours. You will be led. Do not fear what travel brings. Okay. Remember, only time will tell. And you must let go of resentment. And that is, I think, the most important message here. You are going to, in many ways, be touched very, very, very powerfully by this twin flame of yours. All right. Wow. Group number 1, that was a very, very interesting reading. I hope that you felt it. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really did. Thank you so much for just being a part of this community. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will answer the question, do you have a twin flame, and will you find your twin flame in this lifetime? Now, before we get started, just want to remind you seekers to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, give this video a like when you can. Please subscribe now so that you don't miss any of the uploads that I have for you. All right, so you picked a very interesting door. Very interesting. I like it. Very rustic looking. Okay, so let's see what's behind this door. The Sacred Lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Ooh, interesting. All right, so you also we're going to get the theme of today's reading from the Gratitude Oracle. Let me show you the box. This is from Angela Hartfield. Let's see what we get. Memories. Okay, that's interesting. You've got the memories card, and there's a small girl with a grandmother-like figure, and there's Christmas trees. There's children playing around this tree. Very interesting. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw more cards. All right, so that I can answer your question. Are you on a twin flame journey? So we're gonna go ahead and throw 2 Lovers Oracles. Okay, and we're gonna gain a little insight from these Lover Oracle cards. Let's take a look. All right, so here's the first one. Twin Flame. Bam. Yes, you are definitely on a twin. There's only one of these cards in here. All right, there's a 44 card deck, and there's only one twin flame card, and you got it. So you are definitely on a twin flame journey. Your passion ignites. That is very interesting. So we're gonna throw another one just to gain a little more understanding of maybe what this twin flame is here for. Let's see. Oof. These cards are jumping. So here we go. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. Group number 2. This is definitely a very beautiful reading so far. Your twin flame is here to completely transform the way that you think, the way that you move, the way that you communicate. Your twin flame is here to just be something so powerful that you have no choice but to transform. So remember, a twin flame is someone who is essentially you, right? It's a piece of your soul within another body. And once you come into contact with something like that, and once you come into contact with yourself, essentially, you get to see all of your faults. You get to see all of your good things, right? Your greatness as well. But ultimately, when you are face to face with this, when you can see yourself in this person, there's this transformation that takes place. There's this expansion that takes place, this explosion in complete and utter just change. And so what I feel with this presence here, with this twin flame that's going to be coming into your life, I feel that this person is in many ways going to provide that for you. And they're going to remind you of many things that have happened in your past. They're going to bring up things that essentially have molded you and shaped you and made you into the person that you are today. This is the kind of twin flame that's going to shine lights at your shadows. And so those shadows are going to be exposed. They're going to be essentially brought to the forefront so that you can deal with them. And this person is in some ways going to stay there with you. They're going to help you through this. This is a warm embrace. This is the embrace that doesn't leave. This is the embrace that essentially stays. So this is very interesting because we have here your passion ignites. So there is going to be passion. There is going to be guidance. There is going to be transformation. Now, I feel that this relationship is mostly about this transformation. This twin flame is going to present themselves when you mostly need it. We have here, through each other, you find the missing pieces, right? So you are going to assist each other. You're going to essentially be able to transform, but at the same time, they're going to be able to transform as well. So it's like this reciprocal energy. And, whenever you are face to face with something like that, it could be very explosive. So I feel that potentially this person is going to stay. Many times twin flames, they come and they leave, right? It's too much. There's too much explosiveness. There's too much growth. Essentially, whenever you learn something, most people, they tend to regress, right? They go into hermit mode. They tend to start analyzing, why do I do this? Why do I do that? I saw this person do it, and now it's like I can't take that out of my head, right? It's a very psychological thing. It's a very emotional thing. So many people, what they do is they go into that hermit energy, which is just self, that internal dialogue, right? They go into that cave. They want to spend time alone, and they want to try and work this out. So many times twin flames, they separate. They go their separate ways. They come to essentially show you what they need to show you, and then they go their separate ways because it's too much, it's too intense. I don't feel that that's the case here. I feel that this twin flame is going to come into your life to stay, to actually stay and help you through whatever process, help you through whatever limitations, help you through whatever transformation is going to take place in your life. So that is very, very interesting, okay? Very interesting. And the fact that you've got this memories card as the theme of this reading tells me that you both are in some ways going to build memories together. Right, and also memories are going to be brought into the forefront. That's what's going to happen. That's how the shadows are going to be exposed. That's how transformation takes place. Talking things out, and essentially, working through problems by essentially doing a little talk therapy, right? Exposing them, talking about them, and addressing those issues. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. This is pretty interesting. We're going to throw some Star Tarot, and we're going to gain a little more insight into, when you're going to find this twin flame, what lessons you're going to learn from them, why are they even here, why are you on a twin flame journey, which it's a resounding yes here. Literally, you've got the words twin flame on the board in a twin flame reading. So this is a resounding yes. Let's see. My oh my. My oh my. This is, my goodness. This is the kind of energy where you kind of cry because it's so yeah, it's that kind of energy. That's what this is. I mean, there's definitely childhood trauma here, okay? There is childhood trauma. A lot of you were abandoned, okay? In some ways, or at least you felt abandoned. Absent father, absent mother, tyrannical mother in some ways. Some of you don't even know that you were abused. Some of you just kind of lived through life with those wounds. You've just kind of, you're tough, right? You want to project strength to the world, so you don't really deal with it. You just kind of tell yourself, it's going to be okay, just keep moving forward. You can't be weak, okay? This world demands strength, and you're going to be that strength. So that's what you kind of tell yourself, right? That's what you project out into the world. But deep down inside, you have been treated very badly. It's like you've got trauma. Group number 2, there's trauma, and so your foundation is in some ways very rocky, okay? Because you weren't given love as a young person. You were not given any kind of love. I think that was missing. Perhaps you were ignored. The fact that you got the 4 of Wands reversed tells me that your household was a bit unstable. Maybe just a lot of arguments, a lot of bickering, a lot of back and forth, a lot of expectations that really can bring a person down and keep them down. So, there's no easy way of putting this. You've definitely been through some trauma. And a lot of you are walking through life without even realizing it. You act a certain way with people and you don't know why. Potentially you haven't even asked the question why. There are behaviors that you are partaking in that potentially are damaging. You have no idea why. There's things that you are not doing that you should be doing, but you're not. You have no idea why. So the fact that you are going to come face to face with this twin flame is going to create an opening. It's going to create almost like a portal opening in front of you, and for you, and you just walking into that portal, and that's the portal of the mind. You're going to be transported back to a time when essentially things were different, when things were very raw, very real, very in the moment. And so I feel like this all happened in your childhood because, number one, we have a child here, right? We have a child reliving memories. And the first time when I got this card, I didn't feel good about it, even though there's such a good feeling about this card, right? It's so beautiful. You've got this Christmas tree, you've got this parent figure looking after the child. There's so much beauty. But for some reason, I just looked at this card and said, I don't feel good about it. And now that we've got all of these other cards around it with the tarot, it makes perfect sense, right? This person is here to embrace you, to expose the darkness from your past, your childhood, things that you're living through that you don't even know or understand, fully. This person is going to show you. This person is definitely going to show you. This twin flame is going to show you. And the beautiful thing is that they're going to stay there. There's this sense of embrace. Again, through each other, you will find the missing pieces. And so there are missing pieces that need to be in some ways discovered and found. And you are going to find those pieces within your psyche. And it's going to essentially transform you completely. So one other thing that I just I keep seeing it and I can't stop, it's the keywords here, the sacred lotus, right? So the lotus flower, let's examine the lotus flower symbolism. The lotus flower grows in a swamp, and so it's like the mundane, it's the darkness, it's the horrors of life and the horrors of truly living and being a part of this world, but out of that darkness, we have this beautiful, beautiful flower that comes out and just turns into the most beautiful of flowers, the lotus. And so it's the ultimate symbol of transformation, spiritual transformation, physical transformation, period. And so this is what this twin flame is going to offer you. the opportunity for complete and utter transformation, to the point that you're going to be able to speak differently, you're going to see differently, you're going to communicate differently, you're going to walk differently. Things are going to shift and change. And so the fact that Twin Flames, your passion ignites, is present tells me that you are going to be so thankful to this twin flame. You are in some ways going to be so connected to this twin flame. Obviously, this person is you. That you're not going to want them to leave. So I feel that, some of you might keep them as friends if potentially you are already in a relationship. They might just be very good friends, people that you can count on or depend on. For others that are not in a relationship, you're going to want that. Okay, you're going to really want to keep this person around. So a relationship might be birthed out of this. Again, that's not the norm. That is a very rare thing for twin flames to essentially be together, to be romantically involved. That's a rare thing. People nowadays, they want to make it seem like that's what's supposed to happen. But really what they're doing is they're confusing soulmates with twin flames with soulmates. They're mixing them up, and it's like, no, twin flames. The real reason for a twin flame is so that you can learn about yourself, see yourself in them, and just change and transform in the most dynamic of ways, right? Many times in life, we deviate, we go towards what we shouldn't, but as soon as we meet our twin flames, we realize what's going on. We come right back into a balance, and we keep moving forward, and we connect with spirit in the most dynamic of ways, right? And so that's the purpose of a twin flame. Boy, this is a nice reading. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. We're going to throw a Whispers of Love. Let's see what the Whispers of Love want to whisper to us. All right, we're just going to throw one card. And let's see what we get here. Have faith. Okay, so this is interesting. And again, butterfly symbolism, which is the meaning of complete transformation. So, group number 2, you're being asked to have faith. Okay, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Okay, trust your faith in this situation. So, this is interesting because I feel like for some of you, you don't really believe this. Maybe for some of you, you have trouble trusting or believing. And so maybe there's a bit of skepticism in many things. Maybe some of you are even just watching this reading because it's fun, right? It's fun. For you, it's like when you go to the fair and they have that booth with the psychic, right? You put a quarter, or probably like $1 nowadays, or $5, and you get a little message, right? And you invite your friends and you read the little message, and it's fun. So maybe for some of you, this is just fun, right? And you don't see the true power in what we're doing here. But you are essentially being told here to have faith. Have faith that whatever limitations have befallen you, whatever darkness has overcome you, it will pass. And help is on its way. It's coming. It's here. It's going to assist you. It's going to transform you. And so in many ways that help is going to come through this twin flame. This twin flame is a portal into that world, into that transformation. So have faith, trust your faith in this situation. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a card from the Sacred Forest. Let's see what we get from the Sacred Forest. Let me show you the box. Sacred Forest Oracle by Dennis Lin. Let's go ahead and shuffle. Playfulness, elves. Okay, look at this. I like this card. I love this card, and this is definitely something to talk about here. Playfulness. So one thing that I saw, and I completely forgot because I went off on a tantrum, like I do. You seekers know me. Was that child inside of you? All right, that child that's inside of you. One of the things that you didn't have was the ability to play. And I feel like some of you had to grow up a little bit too quickly. Again, a lot was expected of you. So you didn't get the chance to play. You weren't able to allow that inner child to have fun, right? To build those memories, to create something beautiful You didn't have that. You just, you were, a lot was expected of you. A lot was placed on you. You had to grow up quick. You had to adjust quickly. So you just didn't have that ability to play. And so now as an adult, you have trouble connecting with that inner child and just being able to play. For some of you, maybe you start playing and you start having fun, and something inside of you, this anxiety overtakes you, and you stop doing it because it's like, what's going on? Why am I doing this, right? It's like I don't know what's happening right now. So it's very hard for you to play. And ultimately what ends up happening is that you end up numbing yourself the best possible way that you know how. You end up numbing yourself. This person is going to unlock that inner child. That's what this twin flame is going to do. This twin flame is going to bring a key and use that key to break free that child that's inside of you, that wants to play, that wants to believe in magic, that wants to believe that something truly beautiful is possible, that wants to believe in something so beautiful that's just overwhelming. That child is inside of you, and this is what this twin flame is going to bring you, right? This twin flame is going to unlock that child so that that child can play. That is so beautiful. Okay, all right, so we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna throw 2 mini cards from the Star Seeds mini, and we're gonna get some direct messages for you from this little mini deck. So let's go ahead and shuffle. Let's see what we get here. Ascension. Okay, Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Wow. So that's a confirmation from your spirit guides. Group number 2, it doesn't get any more clearer than that, right? Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this, okay? You're ready for this transformation. You're ready for this change. You're ready for this realization, and you're ready to walk through that portal. And once you walk through that portal, your life is going to change dramatically. You're going to start manifesting certain things in your life that you didn't manifest before. You're going to start attracting things into your life that you didn't attract before. You're going to start loving and caring in ways that you never cared before. And so it's like your foundation is going to be completely destroyed, but it'll be rebuilt, and rebuild even more beautifully. So that is what true ascension is. All right, let's go ahead and throw another one. All right, here we are. Strength. Okay, strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Yes. So now we have here Spirit coming in and saying, hey, I got you. Don't even worry about that. I got you. Whatever problems you think you have, they are my problems. I'm going to help you through them. All right, you are being guided. Don't you worry. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Things will manifest for you. Things will get better in many ways. My goodness, what a beautiful reading. Truly beautiful reading. I hope you felt that. I hope that you connected with this reading, because there's just so much magic here. So seekers, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, let me know what you thought. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye. Welcome group number 3 to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will answer the question, do you have a twin flame, and will you find your twin flame in this lifetime? All right, so before we get started, I want to remind you, seekers, to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted on when I upload Pick a Card videos like this. Also, give this video a like as well. Thank you, seekers. Go ahead and subscribe now. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You picked a beautiful door, by the way. Beautiful door here. Let's see what's behind it. Sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Wow. Okay. So this card is from the Gratitude Oracle deck. All right, it's going to represent the theme of your twin flame reading. So let's go ahead and reveal what we have here. Oh wow, solitude. 45, solitude. Interesting. All right, so we're going to need a bit more information here to be able to fully answer these questions. So we're going to go ahead and throw 2 oracle cards from the Lover's Oracle, and we're going to go ahead and gain some clarity on these 2 oracle cards, and then we're going to throw some tarot and get a little bit more information. All right, so here we are, and the message here is, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay, that is interesting. And we're going to throw another one. We are going to throw another one. Okay. All right, so here we are. The message here is, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay, all right. So, group number 3. What I am seeing here is that you are not in a twin flame journey. Okay, you are not in a twin flame journey. You are, however, in what I feel is a soulmate journey. There is a soulmate out there for you. Now, it's important to know the difference between the two. All right, so a twin flame is a piece of you. You know, it's your soul in another body, and you're essentially, when you come face to face with a twin flame, is so that you can be transformed completely. You see in them your faults, your errors, and so there's this sense of transformation. And so many times when people are going towards, you know, they're being misguided, they don't know why things are happening, they meet their twin flame and they're immediately brought back into balance with source. So you don't need that for this life. Group number 3, there is no need for you to come face to face with a twin flame and go through that transformation. You do, however, have, I feel, the soulmate connection, right? So this soulmate is someone that loves you very dearly. We see them here, right? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And so that's also a bit of a representation of your twin flame. It's like a message from your twin flame as well, telling you that you know, spiritually you are always united. So there's that there's a message there telling you that, you know, your soul has not been split, your soul is intact in your body. So, you know, that is essentially the clue that says that, you know, you are not in a twin flame journey, but you are definitely in a soulmate journey. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So I think that for some of you, this news might not be all that great. I think that maybe some of you have been maybe potentially lied to. You've been made to believe something that truly isn't correct. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about twin flames. Some people think that twin flames are more powerful than soulmates. They're better than soulmates. Others think that soulmates are twin flames. Others think that twin flames are soulmates. Others think that it's 2 in 1. There is so much misinformation about twin flames. It's truly saddening to see. And so what a twin flame is not really meant to be romantic, all right? So understand that very closely. Twin flames are not meant for romance. This is the energy of transformation, a twin flame is. This is the energy of complete and utter transformation. When you come face to face with a twin flame, you're seeing yourself, right? You know what you need to do. You know what you need to change in order to be the best version of you in this time. So very little times does that even turn into a relationship, right? Because sometimes when you're face to face with you and you see, oh my goodness, I've been messing up that badly, you know, it's like you repudiate that. It's like, no, I don't want that, right? Get away from me, right? So very rarely do twin flames come together and actually form a relationship like that. More often than not, you come across this twin flame, you learn the lessons you need to learn, you go through this period of complete transformation, introspection, very hermit-like energy, introspection. You start thinking, why are things going on? Why did I act that way? And you come out of your cave transformed, right? And more often than not, twin flames, they meet and they separate immediately, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Oh my goodness, that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been living my life. I don't want to deal with that right now. And so there's a repudiation between twin flames. So very important for you to understand this difference. This doesn't mean that there isn't someone out there for you that loves you and cares about you. Yes, there is. I feel that there is a soulmate connection for you, but just understand that it's not a twin flame journey. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. And let me see, I'm going to give you a little more. Let's talk a little bit more about you. I don't want to just leave, end this reading on that note. I want to talk about you and potentially this soulmate. Now that we know that, there is a soulmate and there is in some ways a connection that might be available to you, let's see what that's going to look like. All right. So I asked Spirit, what is coming for group number 3? And Spirit gave me the King of Swords. So, you've definitely got someone coming to you. This person is represented by this King of Swords. And the King of Swords is a very dynamic kind of energy, because in many ways, this King of Swords is the upholder of society. This is the King of Swords that's very logical. This is the King of Swords that's very good with their words. This is the King of Swords that in many ways knows what needs to happen in order for victory to be had, right? This is a very mature kind of person, goal-oriented, professional, career-oriented as well. This is the person that's very wise beyond their years, and they have a sense of vision, which is why they sit in a throne of eagles, right? This is their greatest strength, the fact that they have that vision. They know what's coming. They know how to fix problems before they even arise. Very wise, very understanding. They're not they don't let their emotions get the best of them. They know that they have to, in some ways, be transformative in their speech, and so that's what they choose to do. They don't let emotions cloud their judgment. So this is the person that's coming for you, group number 3. That's the energy that's going to be present for you. Now, I feel with the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles reversed, I asked, what advice can I give group number 3, Spirit? And you've got some interesting cards there, right? The 5 of Pentacles reverse is talking about charity. It's talking about giving. It's talking about investments in yourself. So, in many ways, you're being asked to work on your projects right now, group number 3. Work on what you've been essentially working on. So, let's not shy away from the theme of this reading, right? Which is solitude. And so with this solitude, there's opportunity, right? So we've got here fairies. Fairies are simply just a symbolism of magic, a symbolism of magic all around you. Now, obviously, there's some dark lore surrounding the fairies, presenting them as trickster fairies, right? But at the same time, in essence, a fairy-like figure is a magical figure. And so the fact that we've got fairies showing up here, it's essentially a representation of the magic that is all around you, so that you can create, so that you can expand, so that you can see further. And the fact that you are reading a book and the fairies are hovering around that book tells me that you are going to be shown different things in your life, and these things are just going to help you in your career, help you in your development. They're going to guide you forward. They're going to increase your knowledge base. And so you're being asked, while you wait for this soulmate energy to come to you, you're being asked to give those projects some attention. You're being asked to work on yourself. You're being asked to not give up in any way, shape, or form, which is why you've got the Ten of Wands. It's talking about energy to keep moving forward, to expand. But the fact that the Ten of Wands is reversed, it's also talking about exhaustion. So make sure that you are not exhausting yourself either. It's good that you are working on your projects. It's good that you are pursuing what you want to pursue, but don't exhaust yourself, okay? Don't ever exhaust yourself, because in some ways, if you reach that point of exhaustion, then it's going to take a little longer for you to be able to recuperate your energies, and opportunities might get away from you, which is why we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Pentacles is the energy of working diligently. It's the energy of giving, and again, the fact that it's reversed says that there's a lack of that going on. So we move from a charitable energy and an energy of doing something towards fulfillment of your projects to an energy of exhaustion, leading for you to abandon those projects, leading for you to abandon your work and the things that you are essentially working towards. Because with the Six of Pentacles, one thing to keep in mind with this card is society is going to benefit from your work, right? So what you have here is a Native American who has diligently put together this beautiful, I guess we can say ornament. Took them a lot of time and dedication, and now they're able to present it to the world, right? It's like, here you go, world, this is my great work. I want you to have it, right? It's the best part of me. And so the fact that it's reversed tells me that you're never able to create that great piece of work. Because you're exhausted. So make sure to keep an eye on that, but work on your projects, work diligently. This energy right here, when it presents itself to you, I feel it's going to be very special. So we're going to go ahead and throw some oracle cards, and we're going to see just how special it's going to be, and maybe if we can gain a little insight into that King of Swords that's going to be coming for you. Okay, we're going to use the Whispers of Love Oracle. Let's take a look. Turn on your heart light. Okay, interesting. All right, so we've got a message here. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Okay, this is interesting. So group number 3. This is very interesting. So what you're being kind of being given a task here. All right, I feel that whoever picked this group is very independent. All right, you are an independent person. You don't need anyone to be happy. You are maybe in some ways introverted. You're someone who's wise. You're someone who understands, and so you're living a life that's very full. Very dynamic. Maybe others don't see that. Obviously, the opinions of people don't matter. All that matters is who you are and how far you've come. But you are very dynamic, and so I think that you see that, you love yourself, you know how dynamic you are, and so it leads to it further exemplifies the point that you don't need your twin flame, right? You don't need drastic transformation, right? There's no need for a twin flame. Now, obviously a soulmate, we all need a nice soulmate, right? We need a partner. We need someone to come and love us, and someone who we can love, right? And keep us in check. That is beautiful. That is something that everyone needs. And so a soulmate is very important. But what you're being asked to do here with Spirit is to turn on your heart light. And so what that means is to reflect on a time when you experienced love. I feel that you have experienced that kind of love, or you know what that love feels like. You know what that beautiful love that just transforms the way that you think, transforms you in many ways. It ignites that fire in your belly, and you feel that, right? You feel those butterflies. That kind of love, think back to that kind of love, and that's what you are essentially going to get, right? It's a very magnetic kind of love. It's a love that where you just know that this is the person for me. And I feel like you in many ways are going to be led to this person, right? You're going to be shown this person. This person is going to shine in front of you, and you are going to love this person very early on. It's like you're going to know this is the one. This is the one. I can't explain it. I don't know why, but this person is the one. All right, so beautiful message from the Whispers of Love here. So we're going to go ahead and keep the oracle cards coming. we're going to throw a Sacred Forest Oracle card. Let me show you the box. Sacred by Dennis Lin. Let's see what we get here. Trust, Crystal Cave. Okay, that's interesting. So, you're being asked to trust, group number 3. So potentially, what's going on here is that maybe you are untrusting, you don't trust enough. I do feel that a lot of you are in some ways very introverted, or maybe you tell yourself that you're mostly introverted because that's who you are. You feel better alone. But there's really, if you examine it, it's because you don't trust, right? So you feel better alone because you have trouble trusting people. And so you're being asked to be a bit more trusting in people. You're being tasked with that. You're essentially, whenever you are, confronted with the opportunity to spend some time with people or to be around certain people, ask yourself the question: Is it that I don't want to because I feel tired or depleted, or is it that I don't trust them? Ask yourself that question. And if the answer is I don't trust them, then maybe potentially put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and go and see why you don't trust them. Ask the right questions, spend a little time around their energies, and potentially you might come to the realization that this is just something that it was a preconceived notion that you might have had, or it might have just been something that, essentially an opinion that you had that just wasn't right. But be more trusting. The fact that you've got here the King of Swords right next to this card tells me that you are going to need to be more trusting in order for this energy to maybe make their way to you a little quicker, or maybe for you to even be in the place where you need to be in order to meet this person. Some of you are potentially already with this person, so you don't really need them around, right? Some of you already have a relationship, or you're in a relationship. So you don't really need to be at the right place at the right time. But essentially, the message is still pretty resounding, right? Be trusting. Have a little more trust for the energies around you. And I feel like the reason why you get to be more trusting is because you know malevolence. You are wise. You understand. You know how people work. You know how people operate. And so the fact that you're this wise and you're this understanding and you're this well read tells me that you can afford to go out and essentially sacrifice a little more, or put a little bit more on the line. Where most people, they tend to just not trust anyone and just completely end relationships, or just not partake in certain events. You can partake in these events, and you can essentially know what people are up to, and you can pick up on that vibe pretty quickly. And it comes from a very keen mind that you have. So go ahead and be more trusting. It is going to open more doors for you. Again, we go right back to these energies here, right? Charitable energy, and an energy of giving, an energy of being more open and available. Just remember, if it's too exhausting, don't do it. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a Starseed mini card, 2 Starseed mini cards. We're going to go ahead and try and get direct messages from these mini cards. That's the intent here. So let's see what direct messages are available for you. Group number 3, here's the first one. We've got Blue Flame. Okay, Blue Flame. Connect to the Blue Flame, which is the light of pure love within you. All right. That is awesome. Let's see. What's the second direct message that we have for this group, Spirit? Free Spirit. Okay. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That makes, so much sense, right? We're just literally talking about trusting, and all of that is what this card is telling you to do, right? To essentially be a free spirit, to float without walls, right? To fly without judgment, to love without conditions. And that is exactly what being more trusting looks like. That is exactly what this charitable giving looks like. That is exactly what this giving more and being more open and available looks like, right? Turn on your heart light, right? Be a little more free spirited. Connect to pure love. Beautiful message. Wow. Love doing this reading for you. Group number 3. Very powerful. Thank you so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Don't forget to comment down below. Thank you. Bye-bye.